Hey guys, it's Bethy. Today I'm doing a video about questions you may have for people in wheelchairs, and since I'm in a wheelchair, I feel qualified to answer some of those questions. So let's get started. My whole life, I never really got made fun of in school, but I did get stared at a lot. Not only more in public than in school, because in school people grow up with kids in wheelchairs. So I mean, it was just more like a lot of questions. A lot of questions I got asked were, this was the main question. I thought this was so funny. Do you sleep in your wheelchair? Yes, I sleep in my wheelchair. No, of course I don't sleep in my wheelchair, and I am almost 100% sure no one in a wheelchair sleeps in their wheelchair. Just putting that out there. No, I get on the bed. I can actually get on the bed by myself. Some people, can't. Some people with spina bifida use, like, transfer boards, and, like, they slide, but my bed's really high and really big, and I kind of just jump. um, Another question I used to get asked was why I'm in a wheelchair. Well, there's many different reasons for why people are in wheelchairs. Me, I have spina bifida, which basically means when I was born, I had a hole in my back, and my spine grew out of the hole, and they had to fix it, and mine was pretty high up, so I can't walk. But I can do everything else. But some people have spina bifida who can walk, because it's like a lower spinal cord, I guess. And I also have scoliosis, which means my back curves, like a C. And I got that corrected when I was like 13, and they actually put a metal bar in my back, and when I go to if I go through a metal detector, I do go off. I do. But I think it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't know. I liked it. But it was a pretty major surgery. I was like knocked out. I didn't wake up for like a week after, and it was sore. I did it during the summer, so I didn't miss school, and it was just really an intense surgery. But other questions I got asked were, how do you go to the bathroom? I'm really not gonna talk about that like too much, but normally people in wheelchairs do use the toilet. Like, you can get, like, I can't get on the toilet by myself per se, but someone can help me. So, like, just people have this conception, like, I guess more kids, like, if you're in a wheelchair, they think you can't get out. Like, they think you pee in your wheelchair and you sleep in your wheelchair. You take a shower in your wheelchair. Okay, we'll get to that now. How do you take a shower? Some people, which I'm very jealous of, have shower chairs and, like, accessible showers. I don't have that because my house isn't accessible because I'm not rich. But people get help, actually. A lot of people in wheelchairs get, like, Social Security and all kinds of help. I never got any of that, so I don't know. I always got denied it. Apparently I wasn't handicapped enough. I don't know. But I know a few friends who do have handicapped showers, which I think is amazing because you can just transfer into the, like, shower chair and then you can just go right in the shower. Me, I have to wait for my mom or my boyfriend or someone to, like, throw me in, which is kind of annoying. And then I have to go on their terms, and I just sit in the tub and take, like, a normal shower. I just sit down, though. My bathroom is really tiny. I can actually get in the tub by myself, but I can't get out. People have strange questions. When I was in middle school, I went to kind of a bad middle school for 6th grade, and it was kind of like in the ghetto, and, like, people asked me if I was in a wheelchair because I was in a drive-by. At one point I said yes, because I just thought it would be cool to be in a drive-by. But, yeah. So, the main question is people want to know why you're in a wheelchair. And, the thing that I don't care anymore, but, like, before I had a boyfriend, I was always so nervous. Like, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna want to date me because every time I go out, people stare at me. Like, okay, if you're watching this and you're not in a wheelchair, and someone is in a wheelchair and you're staring at them, look away. It is very, very rude. It is not nice. Just because people are different doesn't mean you have to stare at them. If you want to stare at things, you can go to the zoo and stare at things. But, I mean, I get people are interested, but, you don't have to do it so, like, like abruptly. Like people stare with their tongues out. Like I just like to think people look at me because I'm pretty. I guess that's not the real truth, huh? So I also wanted to discuss if you're watching this and you don't need a wheelchair and you can walk, and you're in a school or a workplace where there's a choice of an elevator or the stairs, take the stairs, because people like me can't get on the elevator. Because, like, unless you have, like, an issue, like, something that you need to take the stairs, like, don't. It's not necessary at all. Because, in my school, I go to college, I'm late to class all the time because people are cutting in front of me. And I go to Catholic school, and the nuns cut in front of me, and I can't get on the elevator. So, that's that. And yeah, I mean, basically, people in wheelchairs want to be treated like everyone else. But, you know what? Sometimes they don't. Like, in high school, I always thought that this was so unfair. You had to have a para if you were in a wheelchair. And, you know, in high school, now I don't care as much, but in high school, kids are more like, you know, nervous about things, and you don't want some lady following you around. Like, where you going? Like, if you're in high school, you should be allowed to do what you want. And when I become the mayor, which I'm going to be, or if I am not become the mayor, I am going to have a word with the mayor that you do not have to require kids in wheelchairs to be treated like they're 2 years old and you have to babysit them, so you have to have someone following them around. Because life's difficult enough as it is in a wheelchair, and they don't need to make it any more difficult. And I think that's such a bullshit rule that kids in wheelchairs need to have a para. That's such bullshit. Because why do you, like, okay, if you want to request a para, that's fine. But, like, my parents didn't even want me to have one, and I still had to have one. But, you know, I had an amazing para. I loved her. But that's not the point. It's not about the person. It's about the rule that they think that when someone thinks like someone like a government official or someone thinks of someone in a wheelchair, they think of someone who's mentally, you know, disabled and like, you know, can't read, can't write. But that's not true. There's people who go to college, there's people who do everything that aren't like in special ed, and they aren't, you know, mentally handicapped. They're, you know, mentally normal. And, you know, they are capable of, you know, getting around school and taking the elevator and trying to be, you know, being normal with their friends. And I don't think it's fair at all. And because, you know, it also prevents you from, in college, there's no paras, there's no one helping you, so it prevents you from, you know, becoming part of the real world and knowing what the real world's like. Because when I got to college, I was like, shit, there's no para now. Where am I supposed to go? I was used to my parents telling me where to go. But, so that's all I have to say now. If you guys have any requests of videos or anything like that, you can request it down there. Or I'll put my email link and you can email me. You can also request me on Facebook. So yeah, if you have any other questions or comments or recommend another video I make, let me know. Bye!